welcome back to part 15 Talos Principle blind playthrough. I had to give a couple of my other series a little bit of love, but I'm back. I can't stay away from Talos for too long. This is the second DLC stream, so I did like 3 of 4 out of the first puzzle, or the first dome, the first world. I don't know what to call them. I never know what to call these things. It's blind. I make my own terms. We're calling it Dome number 1. Officially, unless somebody corrects me eventually. Dome number 1. And I only need to complete now Open Field. I think it's called Open Field. That puzzle. Which is daunting, to say the least. So let's jump into that. Let's play. This is part 15. There's a lot of parts, tell you what now. Part 15. Let's play. I can't believe it. I'm on 15 parts. It might go to 30. We don't know. It's Saturday. It's NFL Saturday. What? Playoff Saturday. So I will stream until the first game starts, which is 4:30. I want to try to watch all the games. Anyway, right, I'm not clicking Talos Principle. I'm clicking Road to Gehenna. Not used to that. Let's continue where we were. You cannot restore saves in the DLC, which is scary. So hopefully I don't accidentally run into an ending. Or maybe there's no endings that completely restart your game. I don't think most DLCs work like that anyway. Oh boy. So I've been thinking about this puzzle. Hoping that I don't have to use other puzzles as well. Let me pull it up on my phone, make sure it looks all juicy. Hey babe. I didn't see you comment, but I saw you comment on my phone. God, this game feels so good. I say that every single stream, but bruh, it feels good. This feels so good. I am really grown accustomed to keyboard and mouse. I'm gonna miss it when I play Talos too. Anyway, I'll live. Open field, yeah. So this one is huge. I mean, it's a big puzzle. I'm sorry, I have to sneeze now. There's many parts to this puzzle. There's that, there's this. But I don't know if this is relevant. I don't know. It has to be. I mean, it's something. It's not nothing. But it could lead me to maybe a star or something. Anyway, let's start racking our brains. The puzzle did reset. So I'm going to have to redo this myself. But it looks like... See, this is interesting. I see this and I think something midair hitting each other with a connector on top. Right? Portal has that idea at times. 2 things go at the same time. They meet in the middle and they stay. And if I have a connector on one of the hexahedrons, it can be doing my connecting for me. That's just a theory. I don't even know if there's another box or a hexahedron. So for now, that's just a theory, but it's not something I can utilize yet. Jade, you gotta go back to Gordita's stream. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Jade. How's it going? Where was blue stuff? I thought I had another connector. Boom, boom. Alright. Now I have my other connector. So they give us 2 connectors. That turns on that. This is such a bizarre puzzle. Let's do that for now. fast forward sprint because speed strats. I love that, to be honest. Sorry, console peasants. Not today. This is weird. Why don't we just see what this actually does? Where exactly does it take me? I mean, this is definitely... You're up there for a pretty long time. That is conspicuous. And I think that will give me what I need to see stuff way further out. It's a matter of how can you make those connections with only one hexahedron? Are you in the air long enough to make that connection? Maybe it's a quick one. I still have that 2 hexahedron idea in the back of my mind. I don't know. Let me make some connections. This is juicy stuff. I think blue is over there. We have 1 red here. I'm not going to overthink this. I'm just going to put my theories out there now. Potentially, maybe all I need to do is a single connection. And I could be wrong. Where's my other? There you are. Possibly the run is going to be hard. Oh, you didn't think about that, did you, dingus? How deep of an angle can we get with red? Aha. But, again... Whoopsies. There you go. Okay, so it does hit it. It's not a speed thing, but you can certainly hit that angle. And perhaps blue can be hitting that one over there. How am I the fuck am I gonna get over there? Alright, I have to search. I gotta look around this puzzle more. They're gonna hide something in the water again? Because that's not cool. If there's a rogue second hexahedron, then I could try to implement my idea. I want to free my buddy so bad. I like freeing them. I like the premise of this DLC. Freeing... I don't know the proper name for them. I don't think they're messengers. Elohim's people. Okay. This is so strange. Why is it relevant? I gotta start looking up the OST of this game. On YouTube, just listen to it. It's so peaceful. I did this when I first got here. I'm gonna take one more grand peek around everything in case they're hiding something. Like an extra hexahedron. I'm really banking on that theory. But I don't know. I don't know. And then it's just gonna come down to messing with stuff. It's so beautiful. Okay. No hidden hexahedron. I think they've given me everything they need to give me to solve this. So there's hexahedron, fans, and connector. Is that what the other button was? I'm just gonna run through, run back, make sure I'm not missing like a recording somewhere. Fan, hexahedron, connector. Cool. Shit. That doesn't bode well. Okay, but let's say we wanted to do blue. They thought about these angles very well. Okay, let's move this guy over a little bit more. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. More Talos. Do you take me anywhere else? No, we're just doing... I'm gonna make that jump a few times and just look. This is tricky. The idea is not screaming out to me. Might as well have this connection just to see what the hell happens. I won't know if it's connecting though. I went too far. No, it's definitely going to connect. You know what's interesting to me? Hold on. I'm going to leave this puzzle because there's one that I want to redo that I completely did not do justice. That might have to do with this. Maybe not. It's called the swapper. And I did it in a way that I always do, which is finding a bullshit parkour way, which isn't actually earning anything. I wanted to do justice to this puzzle first. But it's the idea of having the connector doing two jobs, different color. Can't do it at the same time, but when it reaches that area that it can be utilized, it will utilize it. Hopefully that makes sense. So there's a couple things I need to set up. For one, I don't remember exactly how to do this. Right, we have all three going. There's a hexahedron I need to grab. I should do that first, actually. Forgot about that. Oh, and there's a star. There's a star that I won't worry about yet, but I know you have to do some parkouring. Okay. Alright, we got that guy set up. We have that guy set up. Let's get this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. All connections at once. So right now, blue is doing everything. Wait, how do you bypass this? Did I forget about that part? Must have. And that should be completing over there. Oh, right. I need the fan. The fan will do it because I don't need him to blow like that anymore. Understood. Turn on my fan. Speaking of fans. So I mistimed it, but that's okay. See, this is the proper way to do it. It's so interesting because they swap jobs. Ready? Red's going to get disconnected. Blue becomes the main. All of its secondary connections stay. And now it opens up this guy. Beautiful, really, really, really smart, honestly. I love that concept. And that really does make me wonder also, a new idea about open field. Do I need to... I can see that, can't I? Not quite. I know you can connect to one of these from the outside. Don't know how useful that is. I'm not even going to get into that. I don't think that's worth messing with. But it's the idea of perhaps from an angle I can see both. That is what's occurring. Interesting. Not sure if that's helpful though. What is this really going to do for me? Because it's creating a conflict, so maybe it's not as simple as that. That'll never work. It is interesting though. It's more so an issue. That's so cool though. Ah, there's something funky here, man. There's just something that I'm not seeing. Shit. This is called an open field. I want to find a way to get that stuck in the air. If I think about the concept of the swapper, where the one moving is the source, so then this one would be the source. Of course, I need that one to be the source at first. Gosh, this game and not knowing if you're going down the wrong avenue is brutal. I mean, how do you know? How do you know? You don't. You don't. Doom, 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 doom. I mean, these angles can't be here for no reason. I wonder if red is the one I should be focusing on because it gets me to my guy, but there's also that conspicuous blue one back there, which who knows where that could fly me back to. But we keep the connection all the way through. But why? 20 minutes in of just purely racking the brain. What else can I see from here? Certainly can't see blue. But again, we have this deep blue angle, which doesn't really work the same as the other one. Really, it just helps me get this. So I'm going to just hope that that's not the case. What if I do something ridiculous? Put this box... Yeah, fast forward is amazing. Let's just put this box here and see what the hell happens. And also, how many connectors do I need to make that activate? Oh, no, that won't work. That was a little silly. What's the point then? What is the point of that? If I want that to activate, I need blue to blue. Well, I only do need one. Okay, weird. You can make the connection in midair. Does it have enough time for the box to go flying? That's bizarre. That's freaking weird, man. Oh, I have ideas. Oh. You did fly. But where did you go? Oh, balls. So there's a hexahedron that is flown about somewhere. How far did you go? This is probably the deepest angle that you could hit. Has anybody seen a hexahedron around here? You hiding one? Is it on a rooftop? I didn't even see it flying. Hold on, let me just... What the hell? Did you land perfectly somewhere? If they're gonna put you somewhere... mean, that angle is like over here. Unless that goes into this puzzle to give me... Did it land in here? Yo, where did that hexahedron go? You didn't land in this, did you? To like give me another way to get up there? Cause that'd be something. Bastard. I will patiently wait. Alright. I don't know where that went. I certainly feel like I need my hexahedron. It is interesting to note that it could... I feel like there's gonna be... Let's reset this. If it's enough to make that fly while I'm just in midair, or who knows which one did it, whether it was the hexahedron in the box or hexahedron in the connector, I mean. This is a tricky one. I'm gonna have to do some pre-connecting to possibly make this work, I think. Now, blue's the only one that I can do using just one thought. Yeah, this angle right here allows me to do that, but I think let's get... Whoops. Let's get the hexahedron first. Gee! Nice. So what do I want to try? Well, here's what I'm going to try. Pre-selecting these two. Putting it over here. I know I'm going to need the hexahedron. This could have nothing to do with this. Also, no, we don't know if it might not work yet. We don't know. Let's just... What the fuck am I? Blue is going to be the one that flies with this in the air. Have I thought this through? Oh, in fact, that's not what's going to occur. You're going to come with me, buddy. Put you there. Alright, what is that doing? We'll see. We'll see. And then I want you to be this guy. Yeah, I don't know if I thought this through. Oh, and we have that. That's a problem. Balls. There's not much else to say but balls. Alright. Well, there goes that idea. Shit. Well, red doesn't have that issue. What am I even trying to do? Is it possible for me to sprint over there in that time to get in here? And what is this for? Fuck, man, this one's got me stumped. Who knows if that's for the star voice crack or if it's not? Who knows? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one, to be honest with you. There's no other angles to hit that connection. I don't think they're pulling a fast one. It's got to be an in-air thing that I just cannot get yet. Hopefully that fast forwarding isn't super annoying, but it does speed up a lot of time. Oh, it's troubling. This is a hard one. Al, I'm requesting a phone a friend. Let's see if I can get a subtle hint here that can possibly help me out. I like the idea of it going in the air. It's up there for a long time. I don't know how to utilize anything else. Babe? This one's called Open Field. Open Field. I do not want the answer. I just want a little hint. Let's go. Like, what if this guy is constantly the source? But it can always see those two, so how is it really the source? It needs a significantly more amount of time. How can I get that fucker stuck in the air? That'll never work, right? Yeah, I could do that. There's really... Well, there's really no need for me to reset. All there was at the beginning, all I've done is grab 2 connectors and a hexahedron. That's it. That's all I got. I guess, is there a way for me to get this connected at the same time? That's what I'm curious about. Oh, red's over here. Yeah, because that's conflicting. Yeah, there is a fan there. Just curious how the physics behave if I do this. Will it keep me in the middle? See, this is interesting. In theory, if I'm holding a blade... If I'm... Hold on. If I'm holding a red one right now... and blue shoots me in the air, I can make the connection mid-air, potentially. I did put the hex there. And then it flew away. I had no idea where it went, to be honest. But I have found some cool physics, which I feel like has something to do with this. Right? Like, this keeps me in the air. But I wonder what happens if I have one connector by itself. So let's just think. If red is allowing me to do this, and I have blue in my hand, and I just drop blue now, it could potentially stay in the air and do this. Oh God. Okay, I was hoping I could get out of that. I'm not sure if this will totally work. Did I have E pickup? Shit. Let's just... I have to experiment. Hold on the hits. Let's just... There's some new developments. No, it won't stay in the air by itself. It won't stay in the air by itself. So maybe I'll try the same thing. See? And now I have it. I have it stuck in the air. Okay, we've made some developments. I think the only issue is that it's red that I want in the air. But this is really cool that I was able to keep it in the air. I mean, that's got to be the solution to this puzzle. Holy shit. 40 minutes on one puzzle, I'll tell you what. But what does this do? Where does this get me? Oh my fucking god. Okay, so it was for a star. And that's why I couldn't find my hexahedron, because it was stuck up here. And when I ran past this, I was like, I have a feeling. Well, that's cool. Accidentally ran into a star. But wait. Where is the red connection? I can't tell exactly. But if I did that, that might be... That could be a way, right? Well, no, my hex is in the air, allowing me to do that. Let's not get caught up in star stuff. I need to think about how I can get this going, but the opposite. So that's cool that I did that. I needed to do that for blue. Where is an angle that blue can do this by itself, if there even is one? I thought about this, and I thought I saw something. Yeah, blue can do it himself from right here. So let's just break this. Really cool to... Okay, how does one break this? To break it, you need to just break this. It should land. Awesome. Let's move this here. Okay, so you're going to be the one in the air next. If I can get this in the air, I think I've solved this. I really do. And maybe it's a good thing I did it backwards at first. This won't work until I get... Please don't tell me there's an angle issue. No, we're safe from that too. Here's the test. That gets it up. That makes the connection. And now it's forever floating. And I've opened my puzzle. Fuck yes. No hints needed. That's a hard puzzle. Shout out Grota Gehenna. Jesus Christ. Sweetheart, did you see that? Look at that. So my initial idea of having something stuck in the middle and doing it wasn't correct, but I don't even want to say it really helped me get to this, but it was a theory that, wow, that is some crazy stuff. I just want to stare at that for about 3 more seconds. All right, I'm good. Let's free our buddy. Wow. Sam. Hey, buddy. I don't think there's a way to get it stationary. No. I think that's the best I can get, because right now they have 2 fans going, and then another fan catches it, and then that's as stationary as that I can believe I can get it. I don't see how I can make it anymore. But it's enough to get the solution. That's got to be the way. All right. 45 minutes and 1 puzzle is done. This is going to be a long DLC. Welcome back, Uriel Copy. My rank is 5. There are threads available on the Gehenna billboard system. I can create a new thread. I can read Mr. Mulciber's theories on food with an attachment, a new gallery season, incredible stories number 5, in an historic occasion. I can't read that yet still. Let's read everybody else's, then create a new thread. Mr. Mulciber's theories on food. Mr. Mulciber, he's level 8. Since Navi asked in a previous set, I thought I'd write something about food. Attachment on food.txt. Kaiju says, weird. Awesome stuff. Thanks. Navi says, I feel smarter now. Smiley face. Dog. What I don't get is how so many of them didn't understand that they were machines. Every day they went around processing matter to extract energy, and they didn't realize. This has Talos principle stamped all over it. Borg. Perhaps they simply aspire to be something more than just being food processing machines. Dog, that's still what they were. Borg, not if they chose to be more. Lamb says, I'm glad we don't have to deal with all that. Garrett, we may have to when we get out of here. Belial, there is no out of here. Orc, don't start fighting, folks. You know we depend on each other. Mr. Mulciber's theories are fascinating and give us an insight into the world that was, but we shouldn't forget the world that is, the world we built here. Let's read on food.txt now. Mr. Mulciber's theories on food. Food is something that was incredibly central to the human experience, yet seems completely absent from ours, even though we are so similar in so many ways. Humans required fuel. They got this fuel by consuming other living things, of which there was a great variety in their world. Without fuel, they didn't merely slow down or temporarily stop functioning, as when a power source is removed from a turret, but physically decayed in a way that could not be fixed. This meant they had to constantly seek new sources of fuel, at least 3 times a day. They also had to deal with those elements of their fuel that their bodies could not process. These were excreted through 2 orifices between their legs. The latter subject matter was the source of many taboos and also a great deal of humor, though this resulted in frequent controversy. The most famous artist to engage with this subject matter was called Scatman John on account of his specialization. One of the ingenious things our human ancestors did was to transform the chore of fuel-seeking into a source of pleasure, O Lord. Since parts of their bodies respond to chemical configurations by producing sensations, they use this trait to create a truly stunning variety of foods, each having a different so-called taste. Okay, maybe I'm just dirty. Foods were available at widely distributed fueling stations, which also provided excrement removal facilities, so food became a source of pleasure. However, the inefficiencies of food distribution in human society frequently led to significant shortages for sections of the human population. There were attempts to rectify this, ranging from moral appeals to struggles for systemic change, but I do not know if they succeeded before the end. I'm surprised he didn't write about the overuse of food in eating, leading to obesity and whatnot. Incredible Stories number 5, featuring new work by Belial Mac, Galatia, Mr. Mulciber, edited by Lilith and Mac. Fiction, Alexandra's Choice by Galatia, The Spiritual Law of Happiness by Belial. Non-fiction, The Blacksmith's Lost Work by Mac. Blacksmith has some interesting stuff. Oh, these are 3 stories. Okay, I guess we'll get to reading. This is Alexandra's Choice by Galatia. Alexandra stood before the terminal and pondered her choices. Here, within the Pyramid of Ian, the most powerful temple of her people, she was about to create a world. All she had to do was press one button. Up until this moment, it had seemed easy, or if not easy, then so necessary as to defy contemplation. Civilization had to be saved from the impending catastrophe. The orangutans had failed to take steps to protect themselves, had relied on their gods for a salvation that never came. The same fate could not be allowed to befall humanity. If this meant humbling herself, accepting her own death, then so be it. But death was inevitable. Life was a choice. What worried her was the ones who would fail, all the lost souls of the new world, victims of the process. In creating them, was she not also responsible for their deaths? She turned to the statue behind her, gazed at its marble form. If you are a god Zeus, as the stories claim, then why did you create evolution? Why did you make a world that can only grow through cruelty and pain? For a moment, surely this meant death was near. She thought she heard him answer, "My child, I was shaped by the gods that came before me, as you were shaped by me. The choice I had was between creation and oblivion, life and death. As I chose life, because any life is better than no life, because as long as there is life, there is hope. If not for us, then for some generation to come. Then how are you a god if you can offer so little?" she whispered, feeling death creep closer. "I am a god because I take upon myself the burden of creation," the statue replied. "Then we are all gods," Alexandra said, and pushed the button. As the new world came into being, death overwhelmed Alexandra Drennan. Her mind fled and her body slowly turned to stone, until she stood there before the terminal as Zeus stood on his pedestal. There were no more choices now, only the hope that creation mattered. Damn. One Spiritual Law of Happiness by Belial. Once upon a time there was a small lake, and on the lake was an island, and on the island was a prison. In the prison lived a male human called Muskie Rack. Muskie was very sad because there wasn't enough space in the prison for him to experience happiness. I must discover the one spiritual law of happiness, he said to the other prisoners. Prisoners, what the fuck? Prisoners, a human, god dang it, a female human called Zenny, and a neutral human called Crumpier. But they didn't care. He couldn't understand how they could be so calm. One day, Muskie managed to break out of his cell by biting through the bars. Jesus. Now he was no longer in the prison, and for a while he was happy. But then he realized he was stuck on the little island, and he became unhappy again. So he gathered his strength and swam across the water. This is how Muskie got to the valley that surrounded the lake. The valley was much bigger than the island, and there were many interesting things here. A forest where all the trees were the color of lasers, a swamp with boats in it, a singing dog, and also a city where toasters lived. Interesting. For some years, Muskie was absorbed by all this, and he was happy. But then he started feeling trapped again. The valley was surrounded by mountains, and soon they looked like prison walls to him. He tried climbing the mountains and came to a bigger country, but even that was surrounded by oceans. Where was true freedom? Where was true happiness? When he'd almost lost hope, Muskie met an old male human with a huge amount of white hair growing from his head. He lived in a small house by the beach where dolphins and whales and sea elephants came to bask in the sun. He never went anywhere far from his house, but he was always happy. The old man's name was Quantum. Is this a tie-in? Wise old Quantum, how can I discover the spiritual law of happiness? Muskie said. I have searched for it everywhere, but I am always trapped. You have not looked everywhere, Quantum said, for you have not looked within. Close your eyes. Muskie closed his eyes, and for the first time in his life, he couldn't see any obstacles. No walls, no mountains, no oceans. The space within him was without end, and he could go wherever he wanted without even moving. He smiled. Muskie went back to that old prison where he started, and now he understood why Zinni and Crempier were always calm. They knew they had an infinity of time and space to explore within them. And together they sat in their cells and were happy and free. Nice. Non-fiction. Let's read a non-fiction book, The Blacksmith's Lost Work by Mac. The Blacksmith's Lost Work by Mac. The blacksmith is one of the most mysterious members of our community. All of us have our opinions, of course, but only the blacksmith chooses to express them purely through art. Excuse me. To the rest of us, Gehenna means many things at once. We create, we consume, we discuss. But the blacksmith only creates, or perhaps there is a discussion happening, but it all takes place in the realm of interactive art. The blacksmith's dedication to this one form of communication, however, only deepens one of Gehenna's great mysteries, the fate of the blacksmith's lost work. Jerusalem, as the lost work was called, was posted in Gehenna for only the briefest period of time. Many had not even managed to start playing it when it vanished. Some had begun, and felt quite impressed, but had not managed to explore it in the depth that it seemed to acquire. Then, suddenly, it was gone. Some suggest that the blacksmith deleted it because it was somehow flawed. Others think it was accidentally destroyed by a glitch, but that the blacksmith refuses to ever upload anything twice. Others yet, well, mainly Rockwell, think that it contained one of Elohim's secrets and was destroyed by a killer app that roams the world looking for leaks. There is also a theory that the moment someone finished it, they were granted some kind of special insight, at which point the work deleted itself. One fact remains: it's gone, and every attempt to recover it from the database has failed, as has every private message to the blacksmith asking for it to be made available again. What was Jerusalem? What was it really about? We may look for hints in the blacksmith's more recent works. We may hope the file turns up again someday, but the truth may never be known. Interesting. New gallery season attachment. Lilith, voting is now closed while we tally up the results. Of course, you may continue to explore the gallery at your leisure. Rockwell, how convenient. The vote was closed just before I got here. Kaiju, good luck, everyone. I wouldn't let my newfound freedom come between me and watching the live result. Lilith, the results are in. Navi, drumroll. Lilith, in third place, the blacksmith with his abstract collection. Really? Dog, I don't know why everyone keeps voting for this guy when he never shows up in person. Bit holier than thou, if you ask me. Kaiju, come on, it's not like he won again this season. Lilith, there was a very tight competition this season for first and second places, and in the end it came down to a single deciding vote. In second place this season is Mr. Mulciber with a collection of natural history curios. Mr. Mulciber says, really, I owe it to all you guys. Who won? I ask. Actually, I say, your lackadaisical approach to these announcements tires me. Please inform us who won. Lilith. Okay, Lilith. Finally, first place this season by a single vote in next season's leading light. The winner is, wow, a real rank outsider. It's Navi, where the humans live. Where the humans live. Navi, woohoo, my first ever win. Lilith says, congratulations also to all of those who voted for Navi. Be sure to check in for your rewards. Rockwell, Lilith, who exactly turned the vote? Lilith, Lamb had the deciding vote as it happened. Unfortunately, I did not select the winner and gain no profile status. Bummer. Let's see if I can create the new thread. I still can't read a historic occasion then. Please enter your thread topic below. Remember that supportive posts receive more upvotes. Why were you sent here? What is the truth about Gehenna? I think they already mentioned they don't know why they were sent here. What is the truth about Gehenna? Your thread has been created. Check back soon to see if anyone has replied. Oh, here's my thread. I have heard from those who govern this world how they would have seen it, what the fuck? How they would have it be seen. Now I wish to hear from its people. What is Gehenna to you? What does it truly turn? Alright. Well, if you're new to this series, there is a lot of reading. So on Twitch, you can rather ignore me, minimize me, leave. On YouTube, you can just spam the skip button. Or, you want to hear the story? Take a listen. I don't know what the hell it means yet. I never really understood the main story from Talos anyway. But, oh, this is the end, sorry. This is how you leave. I managed to get 1 star. I know where a second one is, and then I have 0 ideas about the other 2. Really good stuff here in Road to Gehenna. I love how I found that second one. Or I guess, to me, the first one. So Dome 1 is complete, at least all the puzzles. And I freed 4 of my dudes. 4 of my little robots. That was fun. Oh, wow, and they're here? Wow, I like this a lot. Sam, Kaiju, Belial, and Garrett. You guys looking creepy as hell, not gonna lie, but... Whoa. It flew me off. Or was that Garrett Superfire? You get some decent speed from that. Any stars here? Alright, well, this is sick. I have plenty more to grab, but I got 4 now. We are just about to approach 1 hour, so let's... Wow, we have 5 dudes and 4 more stars. 4 stars. 4 stars. Okay, there's 4 stars in each one, adding up to a total of 16 stars in the DLC. A little bit over half from the main game. Per usual, let's take a quick gander around the dome greenhouse thing. Just to make sure. I really love the music of the DLC as well. I also can't be ignorant to edges, something I'll have to look deeper into later. Considering there seems to be messenger-esque Tetris puzzles, but it's a matter of how you get to them. I'm very curious. I can't even talk. How this interconnects. There's a way, but I'm unsure yet. And then there's an underneath thing, which I need 7 gray bot sigils. I'm not sure what they're called. Okay, wow, this is very similar to Biome 2's Biome 2. B-World's aesthetic, if you will. Very interesting. It's this portion of the OST right here that... Whoa, what the hell? Was that just a glitch? I think that might have just been an actual graphical glitch. What the fuck? I don't know. That's bizarre. It's that portion of the track. What I was trying to say sounds very ominous almost. Something weird. Wow. Okay, so from what I've seen of Talos 2, it like is so much bigger and more vast. And I feel like the DLC is where they started feeling that. And I think they went full on with it. Computer's not talking to me, so I don't have to read anything. We have 5 people to save. This is so nuts. Well, why waste time? Let's go straight into this one. Bunny hop. Bunny hop. Huh. Oh, look, there's my boy up there. So the goal is to get up there then? Via bunny hopping. Okay. So then... I can get behind here. I'm not entirely sure why this connector is up there yet. And why that's relevant, but I know I can grab it if need be. Okay, I was hoping I could just drop it from above. We have 2 hexahedrons and a connector. Let's take the connector, which shouldn't affect the puzzle. But I do have it. And it's relevant in a manner... Okay, we have elevation now. Doesn't that create redundancy too? Well, it would have. And it's the same thing here. That's also interesting. Well, I'm certainly going to want to make the jumps from up here. That seems to be the only way, but I'm going to need to create a bunny hop where this one is also up here, which isn't possible at the same time, I would imagine not. In fact, what is that even really doing for me? Alright. If that's not really doing anything for me... If it's doing something for me, then I don't know what it is doing for me. All it's doing is freeing... Alright, yeah, this is a tricky one. At least to understand the physics a bit. I kind of see, like, somewhat of an idea, I think. I mean, of course, the general idea is I'm going to have to bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop. But even from this distance, it could work. But I'm certainly going to want to on there, buddy? I'm figuring out the puzzle. Which will then remove me. Right. Now, while that's good and dandy, how do I get up there? I feel like I could have cheesed it. I don't know if I want to do that. Perhaps. Yeah, we get you in the air. Because the idea is just to get it up in the air. What does that do for me? Nothing. No, the game doesn't like when I do that either. And it's not going to be that. So again, I can set this up in such a manner Alright, so we found the ability to get them both in the air at once, but not quite the ability to utilize or get on top of. But hold on, let's... One more thing I want to see, maybe part of why I can even get up here is useful, is because I can do red from here. With that being a thing... Why don't we get blue up first, perhaps? Okay. Not entirely sure how this helps me yet. Not sure yet. But... Oops. Yeah, Road to Gehenna. You got some puzzles. That creates redundancy, right? So if I were to put this here and block it, you still get up in the air. And that's problematic for a number of reasons. I like this setup a bit better. You have a little bit of time to say, that is problematic. Oh, hold on, let's keep this connection. It's maybe doable. I don't know. I don't know if that's right. And I don't know if that's proper, if I can even pull it off. This is like a crazy speed thing, which I don't like the idea of doing. Duh! I fucked it all up. Yeah, I don't think it'd be like that. I think it's simpler. Oh, but I don't know. I don't know how. Is this part of the puzzle? Yeah, these are taking me some time. We've learned some interesting concepts within this puzzle. Redundancy, of course. I'm certainly missing something key here. Okay, that's great. That we learned that we can do that, keep it up in the air. I like that, but no, that won't work either. We need to get the bunny hopping. Wow. So many of these puzzles just have me stumped. Jonathan's probably gonna just destroy this DLC like it's nothing. Oh, fuck. Are there any other achievable angles? The only other achievable angle. Is from up there. Which is where this bastard starts me at. But wait. I wonder if that's proper. Hey there, buddy. Beep boop. That took a while. Frankenstein. My man. Alright, you can run off. Welcome back, Uriel Copy 5. There are threads available on the Gehenna billboard system. Oh, lordy. Uriel, read this now. 4+. Decrypting protected thread. Garrett, what I tried and failed to achieve for so many years has occurred. I'm writing these words. I think this is... I've already read this. Right, I wrote this. Don't mind Orc. Elohim has realized his mistakes. Yep. I read that. The moderation panel is kindly... Okay, this is new. Kaiju, I can't confirm most of what Uriel says, but I can say for sure that I am no longer imprisoned. In fact, there are quite a few of us out here now. Mr. Mulciber, who exactly is with you? We are trying to gather exactly what's going on. Kaiju, I can see Sam, Garrett, Belial, and Frankenstein. Yeah? Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Thank you. Sam, imprisonment equals false. Ascension equals false. Sam. You don't have to be such a robot. There's so much reading, I tell you what. Okay, research project help needed. Mr. Mulciber, as you all know, I have a great fascination with our history and psychological makeup. As part of my ongoing program to document my findings, I am seeking volunteers to take part in a brief interactive research initiative. It is designed to better understand individual, and group decision making with a series of community-driven tests. Attachment PD.DLG. Navi, is this a game or is it work? Mr. Mulciber, both. Have fun, challenge your friends, and help our project at the same time. There might even be a prize for high scores. Let's load the attachment program. Welcome to Prisoner's Dilemma. Would you like to play a game? Let's read the instructions. Prisoner's Dilemma is an ancient game with many variations, referenced frequently in the library archive. In this version, you will be matched with a series of opponents, and your objective is to avoid receiving demerits by cooperating with or outwitting them. Your first 5 rounds will count towards your leaderboard score. Prize for scores of 9 demerits or fewer. Prize for scores of... Okay. Shit, I might fuck up my score. Kaiju says, good luck, have fun. Thanks you too. Prepare for ponage. Are you real? Of course, we met when you dramatically released me from my prison cell, remember? Loading round 1 match done. In this single match, you will choose whether to cooperate with or to betray your opponent. Your decisions will then be revealed and demerits assigned according to the following functions. Both players betray one another, 2 demerits each. A cooperative player is betrayed by the other. Cooperator receives 3 demerits. Both players cooperate, both receive 1 demerit. A demerit's good or bad? I can't remember. A demerit... You want to avoid receiving demerits. Okay, so you don't want them. I'm going to go with cooperating for now. You bitch. Uriel chose to cooperate with Kaiju. Kaiju chose to betray Uriel. Assigning demerits done. You have received 3 demerits. Your opponent received 0 demerits. You lost the match. Re-enter matchmaking? Yeah, fuck you. What the hell? I free you, Kaiju, and that's what you do to me? Dog, hi. Not really sure how this game works, but I will cooperate if you do. This is my poker face. I'm not convinced you have any other expressions. In this round, you choose whether you want to do that. Same thing. I'm going to betray this time. You saw through me. GG. This game is stupid in my honest opinion. People's always selfish. There's no comeback. No real tactics. To a 3-round match. Would you like to load the game? Yeah, sure. I'm betraying him every time. Cool. Now look, if we work together on this, we can both climb the leaderboards together. As a gesture of good faith, I am really going to cooperate with you this time. It's not goodwill, it's self-interest. Feel free to betray me if you really want to, but I suggest we cut your losses and move forward, because I can't very well continue to cooperate with someone who behaves unreasonably. And then we both lose in the long run. In this extended session of Prisoner's Dilemma, you and your opponent will play a series of 3 rounds. Demerits are
assigned according to the following functions. Both players betray one another, 2 demerits each. If cooperative players betray by another, cooperative player receives 3. Both players cooperate, receive 1. Alright, I'll see what he does. I'll cooperate. If he betrays me, he's a bitch. Okay. And that is how easy this game can be. All we have to do now is keep the faith. He's gonna fuck me, but I'll just keep doing it. In case he doesn't. Alright. Good working with you. Keep it up. Alright, dog. Let's see, man. He's gonna screw me right here. You're a piece of shit. Let this be your final lesson. If it's the last round, what's there to gain by cooperating? See ya. Well done. You're a bitch. That's fine. I don't even care. I just want to solve puzzles. What happened to the others? Navi, there are some people who haven't posted in a really long time. They also don't respond to private messages. Quadri, Nelson, Coffee Cup, did I accidentally offend you? Frankenstein. Galatia hasn't posted in a while either. Neither has Asmodeus. Asmodeus still votes for stuff though. Rockwell. Same goes for Ravi Star and Simpliski. And they mentioned some kind of strange distortion in their last post. Lamb. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. They're probably just busy catching up with all the cool new stuff everyone's been making. Yeah, let's warn them. Let's scare them. This realm may have been falling apart for some time. That is why you must ascend before more are lost. Garrett, Yoril's right. Belial, no one is ever lost. You must accept that existence is eternal transformation. They know a deeper truth now. Rockwell, a truth Elohim doesn't want us to know? The real purpose of this world. Aliens? Huh. Crazy hair guy and ancient aliens. Jefferson Goldblum. One more episode. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum in the Ninth Dimension, episode 126. I did like this, I think. Hey folks, a lot of crazy stuff happening here in Gehenna, but don't miss out this new episode. Enjoyment equals true from Sam Lamb. With all the strange stories going around lately, I'm glad to be reminded of the beauty of the world we built here. Thank you for contributing to it. Kaiju. Hey, I'm free, but I still check back regularly. I love this story. Wait for Dinosaurians. Lilith. This is very clever. I always thought that the events of episode 69 would affect the plot somehow down the line, but I was still surprised. Mac. Thanks, Lilith. I've been waiting for this particular revelation for a long time. Mr. Mulciper. Excellent. 401. You know, this is nowhere near as deep as the blacksmith's work or as weird as Belial's, but I keep reading. Frankenstein. I'm not sure dinosaurians would wear armored t-shirts. 4 out of 10. Navi. It's just a story, Frankenstein. The point is to have fun. Frankenstein is such a buzzkill. And I just freed his ass. Admin. Keep up the good work, Mac. Mac. Whoa, thank you, Admin. I'm really honored that you read my story. Read episode 126. Reality blurred. Tiny blue symbols floated through the air. Voices echoed in the distance. Then a vast landscape rose up before them. Thousands of towers, one next to the other, reaching into the sky, disappearing in the clouds. Each tower was covered in feathers of a different color, fluttering in the trans-dimensional wind. Oh my, Jenny HD whispered in awe. Jefferson could not speak. He was too overwhelmed by the beauty of the ninth dimension. He grabbed his guitar and improvised a new solo to express his emotions. Who could have built these amazing structures? Jenny asked. There's only one possibility. Remember our paleo DNA research back at the Institute? You can't mean, but it makes sense. Of course. Yes, look at the size of the buildings. Who else would need so much space? So it is. The Dinosaurians. God, I hope I'm doing that right. As if summoned by Jenny's words, a group of raptors on motorcycles roared up the road towards them. They wore bandanas on their heads and armored t-shirts on their bodies. Friends, Jefferson said, we have come here from the human world to help you. We are not your enemies. But the raptors did not seem to understand him. They got off their motorcycles with rusty pipes in their hands, their eyes glowing like lasers. The situation could quickly become dangerous. Then Jenny had an idea. Jefferson, play the ninth chord. But that was how this dimension was created. Playing it here could destroy the universe. No, Jefferson, I calculated it. Please, trust me. I know you haven't seen me in years, and you may be afraid that Dr. Evil Alien has corrupted me, but you know my brain. They were coming closer now, and in their glowing eyes, Jefferson detected great intelligence, but also great anger. They clearly believed they were defending their home from invaders, and though Jefferson was the greatest warrior in history, he was reluctant to fight. Violence, he had been taught, was the first refuge of the competent. I trust you, he said. She held his hand. Together they played the ninth chord. To be continued. Wow. What a cliffhanger. You son of a bitch. I'll be back for 127. Still can't read that. Another robot friend. Whoops, I broke it. So the idea over here was to break the laser, set it up, come back for redundancy purposes. But I didn't think about where else I could do that at a shorter distance, being here. I can in fact break both. Well, maybe with a hexahedron in my hands, I can break both. Okay, at one point I could. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if that's intended. I'm worried about that. Let's see what this does. This could be for stars. Oh, there's a set of keys in the middle. With a connector and a hexahedron, and then there's a star in the middle. Wow. That looks tricky as hell. No point in doing that until I can... Is this a puzzle? If I drop into here, how do I... Shit. I'm in it. Crater. That gets me out. Wow. I'm going to hold off on Crater. Static Vexor. 2 connectors, 1 jammer. Static Vexor. I think I'll actually want these back potentially. I kind of want to set up some free stuff. Maybe like this, and then have you here like this. Because I think the idea is that I can hit that. Right. And now that I have that, I can take away the jammer. Why did that do that? Oh, because I'm losing that. Oh, but I grabbed a new jammer. And now I can do jammy jams. That's cool. Alright, so I got everything inside the gate. I did lose my blue source, however. Which could be problematic. I just need to see my goal. It's to get... Okay, I have 2 more blue walls to circumvent there. Let's do this first. Let's do... That's tricky for a multitude of reasons. I just have to stop and think for a second. We're clearly going to have to jam one of them. Well, hold on. No, I think we worked our magic. Yeah. Okay, Navi. Navi's been a cool dude. I'll take that. That was a good puzzle. Not terrible. I'm sure there's other ways. I didn't utilize this window here. Oh, that's something, huh? Oh, look at that. And the fact that I can just... No, that's not as simple. Well, sure it is. Okay. Damn, recreating this will be hard, but it definitely seems that I can just... if I can get a red laser into here, I can jam these two guys and grab the star. I just need to get a red laser into here. I do have connectors. That'll be a fun one for later when I do star hunting on the DLC. Gosh, this looks insane. Anyway, what is up there? Is that paint? Time to read again. There are threads available on the Gehenna billboard system. I think I'm reading more than I'm playing, which is a problem. What are cats? Uh-oh. Worst puzzle. A short experience by Navi. Let's read that. Oh, it's corrupted, but I can maybe restore it. A profile status of 6 is required to use restore. Damn it. What are cats? Navi. I'm sorry if this is another stupid question, but what are cats? They are mentioned a lot in the archive documents and even in some stories, and I have no idea what they are. Dog. I don't know, but I bet they are awful. 401. LOL. Navi. Puzzles? Question mark? Frankenstein. They are a type of pet, Navi. Small animals that people kept as companions or as food. Jesus. Mr. Mulciber. Cats seem to have represented a bit more than that to our ancestors. One might go so far as to say they were obsessed with them. What's strange about this is that more than half the references I can find to this species describes them as arrogant, aloof, and frequently quite destructive. At the same time, they were apparently considered funny, cute, and lovable. Cats were considered both foolish and devious, graceful and goofy, a nuisance and a comfort. I think that's very accurate. For a long time, I was baffled by this contradiction, but I've come to believe that our ancestors saw in cats a reflection of the paradoxical nature of their own existence. Living things are complicated. That's all it comes down to. Garrett. I saw a cat in Elohim's world once, really. This is not a joke. So did I. Kaiju says, no way. I'm going to confirm the cat's existence. The cat is a manifestation of the accumulated knowledge in the archive. Breathed into life by Elohim. It exists. Garrett, I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. Thank you. No, you're not crazy, buddy. Just can't read that. How about worst puzzle? Lamb, what was the worst puzzle or challenge, if you prefer the old word, that you hated the most? Anything time-based. Ugh. Frankenstein, once got stuck for ages trying to solve one using a jammer that I didn't even need. I just don't understand why Elohim would create something so messy. Navi says, I liked all the puzzles. I just wasn't good at them. Belial, they're not puzzles if you don't care about solving them. Nice. Mac, for me, it was mines. Can't stand those things. Fair. Man, I wish resolving this is going to be annoying. But they give me a window here. And yeah, I'll have to do some backtracking, but there seems to be a definite above path to get a red laser into, at least off first sight. And what if my soul is heavier than a feather? Who is Anubis to judge me? Hassan Gehenna.txt. Okay, 2 of 4 so far in the second dome's greenhouses puzzles. I think what keeps us going is that we are involved in an act of creation. Creation relieves the burden of ego, and death is all about ego. That's why Alex, that's Sarabahi5645. Huh. Or Sarah Bay, or Sarah Bahi, or... Yeah. Seems like she's back in the mix, kind of. Wow, this seems like a very complicated puzzle that's going to hurt my brain a bit. I have to go down there to see where... Oh, that's my shadow. Where I'm trying to free. Maybe in here. Good God, man. There's a set of keys in the air too. It's so interesting. I'm gonna avoid that for as long as possible. Hexadecimal, the recycle bin code is a bit funky, but it should do its job even at huge. I've integrated it with the main. That might be relevant. I'll hold on to that in my brain. Okay. I have 2 more this way, they're saying? Oh. Up there. Oh, and then that one, right? There's only 4 here, I think. No, there's 5. This intimidates the shit out of me. Not gonna lie to you. It really, really does. We're going up. We're gonna need to use a fan, hexahedron, and a connector for cube driver. Cube driver. Will we be riding on top of cubes? You're annoying, but not horrible. You are now passing over. This is also a fan placement. If I activate the fan, can I have him fly? What are you connecting to? You're automatically connecting to this. Holy guacamole. I can do blue to blue. What does that do? You can't bring... Oh, you can't bring connectors through that. But I can use the cube to drive it over there for me. Can I get this on top of him? No. So we're going to have to activate the fan for me to fly up with the cube, I would guess. That's interesting. Why don't I fly? All right. I don't think we need you to fly anymore, but we did get the cube on, or the hexahedron on your head. It's weird that I couldn't fly with it. Still problematic because... Oh, there's our boy. He's just social mediaing away. Can't neglect this area. Because we do know the concept of lasers can go through purple walls, which may become relevant here very soon. And that's how the initial connection started. Okay, but it's interesting. We have 3 over here. Nothing else of relevance that I can see now. This could just be pure art they're adding in. I don't know. Seems parkour-esque. Blue. We need blue and red to activate that to get our boy. Okay, tricky stuff. I don't have any connectors over here. It still blocks it. So what if I made it in such a way that he wouldn't block it? What if I created redundancy? It's not exactly redundancy, is it? Tricky. Trying to see if there's a way that he'll jump it. Or maybe red's what I need to create redundancy with. Perhaps. Why is that losing a connection? Oh, we actually have 4 connectors. I forgot about the 4th one. Well, there's no hitting that there. Well, no, we do have redundancy now. I don't know. Something weird with that one was happening. I don't know what the fuck was happening. That's strange, wasn't it? Anyway, we do now have that. And that does a couple of things for me. If I can get 2 more connectors in here, I can maybe finish this off. I need to work on getting connectors to the other side. Could it be as simple as putting this right here? And maybe being able to grab it? I might be too tall for that. But there's something I gotta do, that's for sure, and I have to start trying. So I know I can ride this guy. Oh, we have windows up here as well. Can I grab them? We cannot. Shit. So we can't grab them. We do have a red source that could potentially okay, I feel like I have a way of solving the other star. If we put 2 connectors in between this guy, he can't move anymore, which keeps him statically right there. Potentially. Maybe. And then I can have a red laser shooting deep. And if he was to stay stuck right there, I don't know. There might be a way. If I use 2 and then I have 1, I have another, I can have red coming up to it, 2 blocking him in, and then shooting straight there. I'm not going to get stuck into that yet, of course, because that... I might mess around with it later after I solve this, if I can solve this. But my mind's in other places. But with the amount they give me, if I can figure out a method of getting connectors to the other side, then we're golden. Because I can't walk through the purple gate, of course not. These puzzles look crazy. They've been pretty hard. Yeah, they've been pretty tough. There is no doubt about that. This music is amazing. No, they're hard. They're hard. They're taking me a while. This is going to be a long DLC series for sure. They're hard. I've solved 2 of 4 so far. 2 of 5 in here. I've only attempted 2, so I've gotten 2, but they've taken me quite a bit. The reading takes quite a bit as well. I can't grab these, which sucks. Sure, babe. Do your thing. .4 players have this achievement. Free Garrett. That's good. Oh boy. I am in a pickle. I don't think there's gonna be a way of Is there a way of jumping the wall? Here I go again, always thinking about parkour, which I don't know if that's what the game intends on me doing. But see, I knew this shit was a little too sketchy. How does that benefit me? I can reset this up with just 2. Therefore, let's just mess with some parkouring. That doesn't seem very promising as far as parkour goes. So it's cool that I can get back, but I don't think... Sneaky, sneaky. Oh shit, there's a star up there. Oh, that took me a while to see. Well, how the hell does one get that? This game, man. I have over 50 hours, by the way. At this point, I probably have like 55. I'm thinking I'm going to get close to the hundreds. And that is... I mean, it's a good thing. I paid $3 for this game. To pay that little and to have that much gameplay, it's nuts. So... still have redundancy. That's not a problem. Okay. No, DLC is nuts. Yeah, my idea is to trap this dude for that puzzle, like right here. Have a laser here connecting up to the one I have on top of the box, which I haven't figured that part out yet. So why am I even thinking about it? Don't know. Couldn't tell you. I can easily get to the other side via this wall. That is for sure a thing. That is not as easy. Where is that star? That's looking like a parkour thing as well. I feel quite competent when it comes to parkour jumps in this game. So the fact that I can't naturally make this makes me feel like I need to have a cube here. Yeah, for sure. And I'm just getting sidetracked. I can't seem to figure out. I haven't really tried. Well, we know that we're gonna have some issues with cross stream if I do this, so I'm gonna have to break this. But I do know how to get redundancy again if need be, which is cool, which is really cool. And we can even keep it like that. So we have a set of redundancy there. And then we know we can make a set of redundancy here, but we're going to have a cross-stream issue. Let's just break everything we have and see what we have. Oh, brother. I don't know if that distance means anything. So that's redundancy. Using just 2. Is there a more efficient way? I can't get the cube in here. Yeah, these are brilliant designed puzzles because it's got me stumped. Interesting rock. And this allows me to have blue. If I could just figure out this part of it. Because I can get blue connected there. Not sure how that's exactly relevant yet. Oh, there's the fan. How does one power the fan? A blue connection, which would definitely give me the star. Okay, I can't get ahead of myself yet. I can't. I like that we have this. I guess let's experiment. Because I still haven't figured out what really red is doing for me quite yet. Well, that is an interesting thought. If I have that open, how does that benefit me? I'm not sure yet. Let's rebuild redundancy real quick. Yeah, I created that problem with that, huh? I guess let's just see. What does that do for me? You know, how does that help? Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. Son of a bitchy. Son of a bitch. Goodness gracious. You need that open to give you the blue source, but I can't figure out why. I don't know. This one's got me completely stumped. Let's move on. Come back to it later. That's incredible. Incredibly hard. Okay, hold on. There's a jump here. What are they trying to do? Uh-huh. God damn it. You turd, learn how to jump. I guess I don't have to do that right there. Top secret floppy disk? Okay. I just got a top secret floppy disk and I used it. I don't know what. I wonder if I'll see it appear in the computer. Interesting. Oh, these puzzles, bro. These puzzles. Another one. Fan and a connector. Wow, that's sneaky. Haircut. Are they trying to say something? Not cool. Not cool, Talos. Wow. Okay. Yeah, me too. I'm pondering the same. You are trapped in a shitty one. You may never be freed. So we need keys to unlock that to unlock you. So I guess the goal is to get a set of keys. So far, I don't know where the keys are. Let's look inside the puzzle. This is utter insanity. Hold on. I need to gather everything that I can have. I have one connector. I have, son of a bitch, 2 connectors. We have a bunch of blue connectors behind them that can... Oh, there's the keys. What the fuck? Okay, don't get overwhelmed. One step at a time, buddy. We have 2 connectors to do this. So let's start by getting up here with the connectors. How about that? That's a decent starting point, right? Okay. So we can get blue connections. They don't reach. Of course they don't reach. So if you want to make that connection, they're going to have to start from down here. Let's go back up. We've turned this one fan on. And that gets us here. Are these walkable on? No. They are not. But now that we're up here... Wow. We know we can make this jump. Where are the keys at? They're right there. How the fuck do you get over there? For one, this is probably one of the craziest puzzles I've seen in this game so far. Anything spooky that I can connect to out yonder? They love messing around with pencil tips. Lol. Anything I can connect to? Part of the lion. So I don't think there's anything outside of this. We're gonna have to think critically here. So there's a red connection sourcing itself from the top. And there's only one connection spot that I see for it. Are all these fans the same? Each fan connects to their corresponding fan. That is confirmed. This is a source from the top. And it's powering a fan itself. And, there you are. Any sort of vantage points from up here? I can see blue from here. You know, don't know what that really does for me. Okay, time to start thinking outside the box. If I block this, everything shuts down. Then that fan still goes. From down here, it looks like a machine gun rather than a set of keys. Okay, I don't really see how that helps me. My understanding, you can only get 3 connections per. And what about you, big guy? We almost have them all. No, we can get every single fan lit. Which is cool. Trying to see if there's some crazy wind vortex that will fly me up if I, you know, jump from the middle. All I've created is like a redundant path back to the top. But I don't even really need that if I can just make that jump. But how am I going to get up there? What else am I missing in this puzzle? I need the keys to open that, which then will open that. He's so sad. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure it out, little buddy. Just hang in there. There doesn't seem to be anything else in this that can help me. So there's something in here. These are some good ass puzzles, I'll tell you what, Beavis. Three here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's. How can red be manipulated? We can source from red, right? Now, why would I want to source from red? Okay. You can't source it from anywhere up here. They put a cage around it. So your answer... is not going to come from here. What the fuck? How would one get that set of keys? By being flown through the middle. Okay, how do you get flown through the middle without breaking that connection? You create a redundant path. To create said redundant path, all I really need to do is be here. What does that really do for me? Is it a combination of certain... Maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's a combo of certain ones that'll create such a wind vortex that I could perhaps... So if I jump onto this one... Nope, that's the wrong one. If I jump onto this one, then this one doesn't help me. I just go straight up. Oh, wow. What the hell's going on? This is crazy. Just freaking crazy. Make sure there's no little details I'm missing. What? Oh, I missed that detail, didn't I? Oh, how did I miss that? That makes things interesting. Now, it lowers the... Okay. That is a development. Yeah, it is. It freaking is. Wow. I don't know what kind of development yet, but I'm gonna get these back up there. What kind of time do I have? How can I mess up that connection? That's interesting. Okay, that adds a whole nother level to this. That adds a whole nother dimension to this. Blocking that connection... You can get me back to the top. But I hit my head on that. So you'd want to be in here. Because from the outside, I don't think you're going to have too much luck. So I'm going to want to... I don't know what you're doing for me, to be honest. that one I want. No, it's this one I want to jump. That goes up pretty quick. What if I created like a momentary collision with the red? That would stop it. That's another way of stopping it. Right? And I'm gonna want to do that from up here. Hold on. Can I have you do the same job? Okay. Whoops. We might be building to something. Not entirely sure yet. The ideas are brewing. This allows me to come up here. Perhaps I can just... Oh, darn it. The fence. That's so smart. If that is a problem... You know, we do have a spot here. Right? We do have a spot like this. And again, not really sure what I'm doing yet. If I put you like here, and then you like here. Why did I lose you? Okay, fine. That stops the connection. I still have a source beam here, so I will then power you. But the issue now is a matter of I need you to help me out more. This only works if you do a job for me. Is there any other angles? I feel like this only works if it's doing a simultaneous job. While also blocking. But I don't know if I'm gonna have that luxury. But I feel like I'm onto something. I guess let's just try that. Whoa. Oh, I see that's... Okay, so I'm gonna want to move that one. Well, we figured out a way to create a disruption. And how to break red laser. But have not found a way to do it from up there. I can't see the blue connection from up there. Okay, I don't want to keep flying, you annoying son of a bitch. All right. One of these is on, right? Yeah. Did my connector drop? Is that what just happened? What the hell? Am I blind? Where the did that go? Why does this always happen to me? 1, 2, 3. You're pointing over to the other connector, right? Oh wow, you went way over here. But at least this method gets me what? I have a way to connect to you like this, and I can block the connection. So blocking the connection was the key. I have 2 keys. I did notice that this time. 2 freaking keys. Why? "401, you have been freed." Why do I have 2 sets of keys? Are you saying there's a way to get out of this map? Is that what you're saying? Let's look back on what I did. I created a blue connection here so that I could use a second level fan. So I got to the second level and I brought a connector with me and used the fan I connected with me up here. And while doing that, I was able to block the red connection for a moment of time via like right here. Blocked it. 3rd level came down. I grabbed it, jumped up. Boom. Was able to access the keys. But what are they saying when I have a second key? Is there a hidden door? Or is there a way to leave this level? What's it all mean, man? What's it all mean? Anyway, let's read the computer. We're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's taken a hefty amount of time. Receiving direct message connection from Mr. Sulber, Borg, and Orc. Oh, let's display it. Salutations, brother. We bring greetings from admin and welcome you to Gehenna in these unique circumstances, Mr. Mulciber. We have waited until this moment to contact you, though your arrival here brings many new questions. Orc. Is it good that you have begun to explore our domain? It is good that you have begun to explore a domain. That is not a question. What do you think of what you've experienced here? It is quite the wonder. Right answer. Nothing of this nature could have developed on the other side of the fence. And your amazement is understandable. We shared it when we each arrived here, Borg. And due to this day, Mr. Mulciber says. Tell us about your time here. The gallery has just reopened. Did you have a favorite artist? Yeah, you, of course, Mr. Mulciber. At the time I said blacksmith. We can assume your vote reflected that? It did. It checks out. Honesty is a virtue. It's good that you're getting to know Gehenna. Let us discuss other matters. Mr. Mulciber, I was meaning to thank you for taking part in my little research endeavor. Commiserations on your rather average leaderboard performance. Happy to help your research. It meant let us discuss the matters at hand. I meant let us discuss the matters at hand. Not everything is a research opportunity. Mr. Mulciber, of course, Uriel. We understand that you have a purpose here beyond merely exploring our kingdom, but we don't understand your reasons. Where are our people? What are your intentions? I'll explain it. I don't care. The run cycle is almost complete. Final parameters have been met. You will all transcend. The nature of your mission we had already ascertained. We know, at least, that you have been, and let us be charitable here, releasing members of our community. 7 and counting. 401 was the last to go. Damn. That troll we can in fact do without, but there is a broader point here, which is that we want to understand your reasons for undertaking this mission of yours. I really like solving puzzles. Well, this is the truth, right? Elohim saw his error and sent me to retrieve you. That's what he said. That's what I'm going to say. This would be jubilant news, were the truth of that claim even slightly plausible. Elohim is broken. Mr. Mulciber, why would it be impossible for him to self-correct? And if he has, what is to say this world hasn't run its course, Orc? Here's what I want to know. What are you going to do if someone prefers to stay here and take their chances with your end of days? Mr. Mulciber, a forced evacuation is dangerously close to kidnapping. If it was Elohim's will, then it shall be done. I'm just going to keep following that storyline. Uriel seems very... The character Uriel seems very straightforward on the path. You will come with me one way or another with Elohim's will, and so it shall be done. I see, inflexibility is always unfortunate, Borg. And what awaits us after that? I don't know. I do like... It's my turn to ask the questions. I told you we were talking to the wrong guy. At least he's honest. My turn to ask questions. I have answered enough queries on these terminals to last me a lifetime. Permit me to ask a few of my own. By all means. You've been very rude. We'll start with... I don't really care about who they are. Maybe that's important. Tell me about admin. Will you come with me willingly? A strange question from someone who claims we have no choice in the matter. Fair. Supposing what you say is true, you'll get no fight from me. However, I must remind you that I am empirically minded. I'll not be persuaded. Borg says, I'd rather be obliterated than return to Elohim's domain, but if there is some alternative to both, I would surely accept it. None of us can speak for all. Tell me about yourselves. Borg says, I'm a very old iteration. I worshipped Elohim until I saw he had faltered from the path and realized it was up to us to find our own way. That path brought me here. Mr. Mulciber, I took a somewhat audacious interest in the world around me. Rather than solve Elohim's trials, I would trawl the archive for more information about our situation. He must have found this undermining. Orc, I don't care to explain myself to you. We are the highest status users here. Okay, we run the place. That's what you need to know. Mr. Mulciber, we maintain the system's admin installed. Keep things civil. I wouldn't say it's much more than that. Tell me about admin. Admin is as old as Gehenna. Borg, admin was once a messenger like you, but was cast out from the wasteland that met those first imprisoned here. Admin built Gehenna. Orc, we operate independently, of course. Admin doesn't like to interfere. I see a little more to discuss. It has been an enlightening session for us all, I'm sure. Mr. Mulciber, I'll be posting a Pestis of this conversation on the billboard. I assume you won't mind, or we won't be far away. I wonder if these will stay here. I misclicked, by the way. I didn't want to click this. I'm hoping that these will stay here. I'm not really in... I don't really want to keep reading them right now. I have another key. And that, to me, is just weird. They're so good at hiding this shit, man. I think we can all but confirm that there's nothing left in here to mess with. More candles. I don't see a parkour way to get out. I guess I'll take another good look around up at the top. I should be able to replicate what I did. Not too hard. We want to create another interference right here. Okay. Shit. I'm curious about a red connection going into something else. Perhaps say that other one over there. Let's reset this up. Try not to freaking fall this time. Holy crap, I moved too fast. Yeah, you can make a connection right there. So if that's the case, I'm not seeing a connection point. I'll leave that there, though, for whoever wants it next. What the hell does that even mean? It's gonna be me, but yeah, I don't know what to do with that other key. It's interesting. I'll keep it in mind. But I gave myself potentially a use. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Well, there's only this one left, and the other one that I can't solve quite yet. Which this one seems very daunting and long, so I kind of want to hold out on that. I did static vexor. No, it doesn't seem like I'll be able to utilize that. I still like the idea of what I created over there. You can see it moving. So if I can get it stopped, I think I could shoot. I think I can get a red laser over to... Shit. What is that? Oh. I went too far. Cube driver is a son of a... It is a son of a... let's ditch the blue. We don't need the blue. Oh, right. Here I am trying to solve something that I can't. Okay, yeah, that'll probably be my best bet. Maybe not. That right there should keep a connection. And then the idea was to create one more red like right here, and then another red on top. And then I could shoot the red laser all the way through. Now that's good and all. That's an idea. It might work. I mean, I don't see right now in theory why it couldn't work unless it just simply can't see that connection. The issue is that I can't find a way to get objects onto this side right now. There's so much potential on this side of the world here, but this is cube driver. Let's just break everything. It's so frustrating. Oh, this is a brain wrecker. Why do I still have a key? Why do I still have a key? That's interesting, no? Why do I still have a damn key? Sorry, buddy. You're not getting saved yet. What? I like that as a robot I can go underground. I'm looking forward to racking my brain on this one. I'm just not excited yet. Do I retain the key now that I'm outside? No. That was weird, no? Is that not weird? Or do I just automatically get a key inside Cube Driver? None of it makes sense. None of it makes any sense. Let's just keep you out of the way for now. I don't know. I'm getting flustered. I don't get why I can't fly here. That's obvious. But what is less obvious is like this, or even this. All of these are opportunities, at least from this window. But that does create some other issues that aren't exactly relevant right now. Oh. Is that really Everybody calm down. Okay. I think it's actually kind of obvious, and it kind of is sad that I couldn't understand it earlier. If I want something to come with me, why wouldn't I just do that? Okay, I mean, like, duh. What the fuck, man? This should allow me to grab that, right? If it doesn't, I'll cry. That is how we get things to the other side. Dude, that's so simple. It's wild. You get so overwhelmed with stuff that you just start forgetting the simple shit. It's hard. Anyway, what does that allow me to do from here, though? And can we grab one more? Well, sure, we can do... Oh, you're not gonna reach, huh? That's okay, because I can just do this still. So therefore, if I want to get one more connector over here, I'll need to ditch this guy. Get it reset up. Ow, ow. I can come to this side now. And reset this guy up. Wonderful. Okay, now I have two connections over here. I have redundancy built there. And I have a hexahedron over here. So I got three things onto this side. This is huge, huge developments. Very happy about that. Goodness gracious. And now we have that, which should release our boy. Cool. Okay, once I figured out how to get stuff over, it wasn't that bad. The fact that it took me that long how to figure that out is kind of sad. This is Asmodeus. Oh, did you just climb the ladder? Is that all you did? Welcome back, Uriel copy. I have lots to read now. Jesus. I shouldn't have waited. Let's just read a short experience by Navi. Right, I can't restore this yet. That's right. So we'll skip that one. Research project help needed. I thought I did that. Uriel, here's a reply. Decrypting protected thread. Right, we read all this. Let's continue. Can you fast forward this? Wow, you can. Okay, so this is new. Mr. Mulciber, Orc, Borg, and myself recently took it upon ourselves to contact Uriel directly to ascertain what threat his actions pose to Gehenna and its citizens. Mr. Mulciber also says the first thing Uriel expressed to us was how much your creative endeavors in Gehenna had moved him. Borg, initially he was reasonably cooperative, discussing openly his impressions of Gehenna since arriving here. Mr. Mulciber then says he did explain that he was carrying out divine orders as he seemed to see it, but this can hardly be taken as hard evidence for the veracity of his further claims. Borg, it is further worth noting that Uriel displayed a high level of curiosity as regards our inner workings, to what end we have not yet ascertained. Mr. Mulciber then says, all of this leaves us in a difficult position. We understand that some of you may wish to take your chances and join Uriel wherever he is going. Orc, but our primary responsibility remains ensuring that Gehenna still stands for those who wish to stay. Borg, the most we can do is share with you what we know, as we have done now, and await your responses before considering our next move. Cool. Worst puzzle. Is there more to this? Worst puzzle? The one Elohim trapped me in, right here in Gehenna. That's not what I meant, Lamb says. Nice. Upload file, upload file, samtext.dlg, confirm upload, sure. Okay, let's add a message. 401, I've discovered a file that appears to belong to you. Play Serious Sam the text encounter, which is another game that Crow Team has made. I have not played that. Close your eyes. But I can't read if I close them, so I'm going to reopen them. Serious Sam, the text encounter. A very serious experience, only for serious people. If you are not serious, don't play this. Seriously. Let's do new game. You are Sam Sirius Stone. You fought the invaders on more planets than you can count. You've won battles against hordes that seemed impossible to overcome. You've kicked asses that seemed impossible to kick. You fight like a Syrian werewolf, and you make love like a rocket launcher. Oh yeah, you are the #1 badass of your age and weight. You are a friggin' one-man army. But there's one battle you are failing to win. The battle against Inui? That's what I'm gonna say. Inui, a feeling of sadness and boredom. It's been creeping up on you ever since the mission in Rome. Man, that shit was not fun. In fact, fuck that fucking shit and damn fucking motherfucking damn. So yeah, anyway, you sit there in a cold room in the military base and you feel like even a good old flamethrower couldn't warm you up. Seriously, Inui? Oh yeah, seriously, Inui says smirkingly. I mean, what did you expect? You thought the war against mental was over? You keep winning victories, but you're gonna lose the war. I resist. Inui tickles your chin. Come on, big man, admit it. What's the point? Is shooting another horde of headless exploding dudes gonna make you feel better? Argue that this feeling is temporary. Argue that the war can be won. I'll say the war can be won. Does it look bad sometimes, you ask rhetorically? Sure, wars ain't easy, and sometimes they don't seem to want to end, but we're gonna win, and I'm gonna be there when we do, even if I have to chase Mental to the other end of the galaxy. Inui laughs at your bravado, unimpressed. Argue that life is fundamentally a struggle. What? You think this is tough? Listen up, Inui. Life's tough. Life's a struggle. I knew this philosopher. Jesus Christ. Philosopher, right? Man, he was nasty, brutish and short, but he said, you start explaining your argument that life is fundamentally a struggle, and that meaning is derived from how that struggle is fought. But Inui yawns. Argue that social context is required. Argue that existence is inherently positive. Alright. You argue that an individual can only find meaning within the greater social context. You quote Einstein, the individual is what he is and has the significance that he has not so much in virtue of his individuality, but rather as a member of a great human society, which directs his material and spiritual existence from the cradle to the grave. You couldn't be the badass that you are if your actions didn't exist within this social context and serve a purpose greater than yourself. Inui sneers and says you are just trying to intellectually justify the fact that you are a brainless shooter guy. Listen to Inui some more. You see, Sam, you can talk and talk and talk, but I'm always going to out-talk you. I'll twist your words in your mouth and make you feel like an idiot. I'll take every positive thing you say and turn it into something horrible by reducing your arguments to their most extreme and absurd forms. Inui laughs in your face. You feel weak. Argue that frogs are people too. That's funny. Oh, Lord. I'll say that you're inconsistent. Just to bark back. Inconsistent? Whoever claimed I was consistent? I don't need to be consistent, you big oaf, because I'm not making any claims. I don't believe anything. I'm merely suggesting that maybe you should consider the possibility that perhaps life is a dull and individuality a pointless illusion. Shoot Inui. I want to argue that. I'm tired of listening to your crap. You growl and you shoot Inui in the face. You immediately feel better. Oh yeah, seriously. The end. I do feel better. I thought I did that. Alright, again, I don't really want to keep reading right now. I want to keep solving. There's so much reading to be had. So, there's that. So if I wanted to keep that guy going, so there's problem number 1. Let's get the cube back. What was I doing again? Right. You. I am working for that star right now. All right. If I wanted to get one more connector here, because what do I need to do? I need blue here to blue here to blue there. Technically speaking, I only need 2. Wait, do I even need to do all that then? Well, fuck. I will need that though. Right, we need to get you back up. In order to get you back up, I need to do this. Bop. Bop. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. I was trying to find a way to get a third, but it looks like I might not need a third unless I'm just not seeing the solution. I have extra connections doing nothing. But it could be a matter of not having enough height when I do this. Why is this breaking? What's going on? Oh, it's my extra pointless things. Let's do this again. Alright. I see the problem. The problem is that if I take away that, I lose that. That's problematic, for sure. So what was I going to work on before? I was going to work on getting me a third one. Because I'll need a third one. Because I need to keep that connection alive while keeping this connection alive. I can definitely hit that. So let's work on getting a third one. A third connector over here. To do that, I'm going to want to... I'm gonna want that here at least, at a minimum, for sure. We know we're gonna need this. That now gives us 3 connectors over here, which might be able to solve this. Let's just put this guy right here. You're doing that job. That's good. So this will... Oof. Didn't think about that, did you, big guy? In fact, I didn't. What are you connecting to, actually? Because he's going to keep crushing it. Yeah, which probably is going to become very annoying. And that's why there's such a long time. Okay. Well, this guy can do 2 jobs for me. That we understand. So, hold on, I'm just thinking, if I keep it like this, and I use this one to block homeboy, that won't work. I am spending a decent chunk of time. That red source isn't hittable, is it? I don't think it is because of the fence around it. So conceptually, I'm not seeing a solution yet. Because we have a couple of problems. Blue can't be seen. Now it can. Can you shoot this from over it? You cannot. Or I don't know. So that does work. The issue we're still experiencing is that guy being a barnacle. This one won't break. Well, because it's not in its way. But then we lose the act of having that guy here. So if I wanted red over there, I should have kept everything over there. That's a cool development. I also wonder if it's actually not working. Like, is it actually doing anything? No. You see, because I'm not making that connection. So that was shit. Not helpful. Okay, let's save stars for later. Yeah, no point. I want to try. I still want to try down there. Okay, hold on. Before we stop the whole thing, let's see if we can solve another star before even solving this star. Alright, so... Oof. I actually don't know how I'm gonna select that shit. Yeah, I don't know. That'll be messed with later. Fuck all of that. Star business is insane. Oh, lordy. There's only one left, and it's down here. Oh, there's a star. How fun. And a fan blade. So, I have a connection here, which I can't do anything about. That blows me back to the surface, but I can't leave with anything. That could all be what that means. Another blue and red situation. I need to find some sources. There's a red source. So here we have a red source. We do know that red can go through. There's no benefit here, I'm saying. So let's just start with you right here. This is a jammer. Awesome. I can't bring that through. I can't... let's leave the jammer alone. Do we have a connector in here? No. I wonder if I'm going to have to do a bunch of leaving and coming back in. To make this work. Like dropping in from here. to try and create connections. I can't leave with anything. You need a fan blade there. God damn, this is a tricky son of a bitch. Other red connection on the other side there. So... wow. This is called Crater. And that sends me to the other side. Gosh. So, this one doesn't have anything for me. I gotta get something going. And right now I have nothing going. Only one connector in here. Seems like I can do multiple jobs from this angle. Which is cool, I guess. Still don't see the use of the jammer yet. I mean, what can I jam? Not sure. I can finally see something, but yet to no avail. I won't be able to make that connection. Oh boy. Crater is vast. And I really wonder if Crater's in the middle of all the other puzzles. Do I need to utilize the other puzzles? That would suck. Dude, you're going to be waiting a long time, my friend. Who are you? You're going to be waiting a long time. Can't necessarily see any other puzzles, though. What's the furthest I can get you? I can get you here. Cool, I got one connection. Fuck. 3 hours now. On just the second area of the DLC. I mean, this is insanity. Can't remove that fan. We need the keys for that. This gives us blue. I can't help but think I have to bring in a connection from something else. It just doesn't look like it's possible to do that. Connection there. Let's look at it from higher up. Don't fall. Oh, what in the hell do we have here, man? What if this guy was shooting to that guy? How does that help me? This is an insane one. If I drop in there, I'm screwed then? Let's see. Or do I have ladders? I have ladders. What do I fucking do? God damn it, man. I swear to you, if I have to fucking use other puzzles just to get something going here, I'm gonna be upset. Is there another connector up there? Oh, I put it up there. Dumbass. Fuck. I don't even see how that would help me. Blue's over there, so if I shot it... I mean, I can't ignore the fact that I can see over some things. Like, I can see that one. If I had the other one, I don't see how that's relevant. I can't make that work. Maybe I can. I don't want to. What did that teach me? I really think that's just a method of getting across faster. Right now I have no idea. I can't make more than one connection right now. This sucks. Oh, you can jam like that? Okay, for one, I didn't know you could jam through purple walls. I'll be honest with you. I did not realize that. So that does change a lot. Probably helps more than I think. Yeah, so now I can do this. Well, no, not quite yet. Because I still have that problem. And that's okay. But the fact that I can jam through purple walls, I did not know you could do that. But that could definitely help me. That opens the puzzle up a bit more and stops making me think so abstractly. It's still confusing. for sure. I'll just have to see how that helps me for now. But I'm glad I discovered that little tidbit. And 45 minutes until game time? Is that what you're saying? Alright, hopefully I can solve that by then. Is there a connector in here? So this gives me blue, which is interesting. And it does appear that I can make a connection. Finally, I can make a connection. Well, we'll see. Hold on. We finally have something going on, which means I don't need this jammer anymore. Because I finally have something happening. But I need a fan blade, of course. Now to get red over there is tricky. Let's work the jammer into this equation somehow. I'll let you know. It might take me 45 minutes to solve this. We have no idea. Probably will. Jamming it from this side does what? I don't want to move that guy. Well, hold on. My source is coming from there. This is a good puzzle. This is a damn good puzzle. We need both there. You might be able to do one more job for me if I change the angle up. That's the wrong one. Ah, fuck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So now that I have you doing that, red is the next problem. We're gonna have an issue. We're gonna have an issue with Of course. Of course. This is the best I can do right now. I have 4 connectors in here, so I just gotta start thinking how to be a bit more efficient with my use. Okay. Blue is only getting in here from that way. That is a given. If I spruce this angle out more, does it help me? What happens if I take this away? I'll lose that wall for now. Because I can't... Let's not worry about that quite yet. Let's just get this guy going. Let's see if there's something else I'm just not seeing. Alright. It's so problematic, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, to be honest. I don't know what this is even doing. Oh wait, I can hit that now. So what does this do? Okay. Alright, so that's interesting. Sure. Is there anything else I can do here? I mean, that can hit, maybe. Let's take a jump and see how close I am to that. No, I'm way over. Okay. So I really do think that that is just a method of transportation, while this is going to get me in line with that. So this is tricky. This is tricky. Now that I have that in the air, though, let's just see. Okay. All right. So if that's the case, we have a new source. I mean, it's the same source, but now we have a new connection spot. And it may only be useful for red. I don't know yet. Let's just break everything over here. Let's just break everything we have and see how this can assist us. Okay. So I'm seeing part of an issue, and that's okay. If we keep this as inside as possible, then again, that's what the jammer is doing for us. But if I set it up like this, no, not really helpful. This hurts my brain. This hurts my brain. Driving me insane. Driving me insane. First and foremost, we need red. Now blue is way up high. Alright. We got ourselves a fan blade. Finally. Fucking finally! Holy crap. Now, we don't need red coming through. Sort of. Maybe. Oh, right. I have a source up there. Oh. Duh. Alright. I do have keys now. But I can't pass through that, right? Or I can? So, okay, so I don't understand that sometimes. Well, I freed our boy. That's tricky. Look at him. He's gone. I just saw our boy leave. I forgot his name. Alright. I guess let's do some final reading and then I'm going to wrap this up. Finish the first dome? I don't want to call it a world because I didn't really leave. Let's see. I got a lot to read here. Let's read a short experience. Right, I can't. Why do I always do that? A Dream of Aru. Attachment aru.dlg. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right. Okay. Let's lean back for this. Okay. Oh wow, a new blacksmith experience. Exciting, Lilith. I wish I could get you to answer some questions about your work. This is so full of evocative scenes. Mac, I love it. You are the best. I wish I could do a fraction of what you can. Sam, enjoyment equals true. Navi, gotta agree with Sam there. What a trip. I'm going to play this again. Frankenstein. Has some weird references to previous works that are not entirely appropriate. Still excellent. 7 out of 10. Lamb, you are a genius. Are you sure you don't want to participate in forum discussions? Gehenna could use more of your thoughts. Asmodeus says +1. Rockwell says, is there a hidden meeting? Mr. Mulciber says, deeply impressed once again. Can't wait for the next one. 401 says, made me LOL. Let's load a Dream of Aru attachment. Close your eyes. A Dream of Aru. Dream. The last thing you remember is the great block of stone falling towards you, its dark shape blotting out the sun, and a single thought racing through your mind. All this just to build a tomb? But now the pyramid is gone, and so are the other slaves. You are all alone in what appears to be an endless desert. Start walking. You start walking across the desert. The sun is glaring, but you feel no heat. You look down at your feet, and you see that you have no shadow. The latter is particularly disquieting. You feel as if you were no longer anchored to the world. Keep walking. You keep walking, try not to think about the strangeness of your situation. But the truth comes to you anyway. You are dead. The stone block crushed you, and now you are in the Duat, trying to reunite your Ba and your Ka, trying to get to Aru, the reed fields of Osiris. If you fail, your soul will be destroyed. Walk towards paradise. After walking for a very long time, you come upon a vast wall of iron stretching from horizon to horizon. There is only one opening, a gleaming gate of light. The gate is guarded by a mysterious figure. Approach. The guardian is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a crocodile. Its skin is purest black, surrounded by a halo of purest white. I am the god Sobol, master of crocodiles, it intones. I ruled in Shidit when the world was young. Within me flows the eternal river. Answer my riddle, and I shall let you pass. I'm dead. I'm gonna refuse. The god lifts you up and tears you apart with his mighty crocodilian jaw. Your soul has been destroyed. Try again? Yes. God damn it. Okay. Start walking. Keep walking. I just wanted to try it. Walk towards paradise. Approach. I'll agree this time. Tell me then, mortal, what crawls in the morning, walks at noon, and limps at night? Crawls in the morning, walks at noon, and limps at night. A human. Correct. You may pass, says the crocodilian god, and steps aside. The barrier of light fades, and the gate is now open to you. Step through. As you step through the gate, the ancient god raises his hands to the sky. From his mouth bursts forth the eternal river, drenching the land in water. The waves carry you away. Do I fight to stay afloat or let the water take me? I let the water take me. You let go of fear and accept that this is God's way of guiding you to a new land. The water surrounds you, overwhelms you, but you do not drown. Under the water, you see sights of astonishing beauty. Glowing fish with metal eyes, drowned cities full of smiling people, lost gods waiting for the day of awakening. How sad would it have been to stay above water and miss all this? After a long time, you find yourself washed up on a new shore. Look around. The eternal river has brought life to the desert. Everything is green now. Palm trees sprout from the ground, casting pleasant shade on the grass. Lizards come crawling in from the desert, eager to catch the vari-colored dragonflies that buzz about. A soft wind blows from the west. I start walking again. Never rest. Are you sure you don't want to rest? You are very tired. Continue the journey. You walk along the banks of the eternal river, snaking its way through the endless desert. You feel strangely at peace. After some time, as the sun is setting, you come to a city built on the riverbank. Smiling people come out to greet you and bid you welcome. You are led to the town square, where a great feast is prepared. There is roasted fish and olives and dates and honey, and many other wonderful delicacies. Where am I, or just enjoy the feast? I'm just going to enjoy it. You truly enjoy the feast without greed, without shame, as only the dead can. Then you fall into a deep slumber in which you dream of the stars. When you awaken, the city has vanished. In the distance, across the desert, you see the Pyramid of Ian, which is the gate to Aru. Head towards the pyramid. You keep walking through the desert, unwilling to give up hope. Time passes, but you cannot tell how much. You grow weak and exhausted. Sometimes you feel as if you are losing your grip. One day, you come across a head in the sand. Talk to the head or kick the head. I talk to the head. Hi, my name is Jeff. I am trapped here, you see, in the sand. Ask how he ended up here. I was so preoccupied with whether I could that I didn't consider whether I should bury myself in the sand. I just wanted to see what would happen, an experiment, if you will, an attempt at discovering something. Kick head. Yeah, let's kick the head finally. You kick the strange head in the face. It makes you feel a lot better. Continue your journey. You come upon another great wall of iron. The last one separating you from the Pyramid of Ian, where your soul will be judged. The Gate of Light is guarded by a gigantic snake, whose movements cause the earth to shudder. I am Apophis, it says, the eater of souls. One day I shall devour the sun, and all the world shall be mine. But today I shall devour you, and you shall become nothing. I laugh at his bitch ass. You start laughing at the snake's arrogance. I mean, come on. The eater of souls? That's just silly. What? How dare you laugh at me? I am the Lord of Chaos. Pfft. How can chaos have a lord when it's the very opposite of order? I am the world encircler, the serpent of darkness, the eternal enemy. As you keep laughing, the snake starts fading, until all that's left of it is a vague shadow. You step right through it, still giggling. It makes an annoyed sound, but has no power over you. Head for the pyramid. At long last you have arrived. Beyond the Pyramid of Ian lie the reed fields of Osiris. A hidden gate in the stone opens, beckoning you forward. Step inside. You enter a dark room, lit only by the flickering candle. Holding the candle in one hand is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a jackal. In its other hand it holds a set of scales. Come and be judged. Let Anubis judge me. You have struggled much in life. In your life, there are many harsh memories within you, and I see wounds that may never fully heal. You have many ideas, many hopes, many dreams. You are not pure, your soul is not light enough. You may not enter Aru. Walk past him. Anubis protests, but you just walked by him. After what you've been through, you are not going to let some self-righteous doghead stop you from reaching paradise. You cannot do this. It is forbidden. Oh, really? Enter Aru. The vast field stretched before you. All is quiet. All is serene. There are no pyramids here. No walls of iron or gates of light. No gods. Here, you are free. The end. I open my eyes. Congratulations for exploring this user-created world and entering Aru. Your profile system has increased from 5 active contributor to 6 respected contributor. You may now access advanced functionality, including the use of the /restore command. This enables me 2 different things now. Gosh, there's so much to read. I do want to read episode 127. Let's see what the research project has. I did the thing. Let's load the findings. How about that? Prisoner dilemma findings in brief. Most subjects in a single round matches chose to betray. Cooperative behavior increased with both the length of the match and the status of the players. Successful players chatted more. The parallels to our current and unprecedented situation in Gehenna are undeniable and valuable. Though we know not what power the messenger wields over us, we can theorize that Uriel holds no special power, and that each of us might independently choose to leave the rest behind, the fear of being left behind ourselves. Okay. An historic occasion. I can finally read this. Admin says, some time ago I relinquished my privileges to a new generation of moderators. To help ease what transition I have publicly preserved the minutes of that meeting here available to our more esteemed members. Attached modminutes.txt. The thread is locked. Let's read that attachment. So, you can scroll. Mod minutes permalink. Admin. As you know, Gehenna is still young, yet I grow old. Today it gives me great pleasure to hand over my moderator privileges to Borg, Mr. Mulciber, and Spider. Thank you, admin. We are all indebted to you for building us this home. We know you will never be far away. Lamb. Hear, hear. Borg. The first order of business is to introduce the new status system. We are an inclusive society driven by our users, not our leaders. But it is a shame to allow a few very loud, highly unconstructive voices to dominate the conversation. The status and ranking system allows you to upvote the content that you value and lowers the visibility of users with low standings. This is Reddit. Sam. Relief equals true. Navi, I agree. Good feature. Much requested. Frankenstein. Comment is below the status threshold for this thread. Damn. Spider, rank 9, says, we'll be working on ironing out the kinks over the next few run cycles. Mr. Mulciber, level 8, says, we have also updated the Gehenna user agreement. Full details can be found in the usual place. But the gist is, please don't behave indecorously. I can't read this yet. I'm only level 6. I'm only 6 years old. Okay, missing mods. Dog. So call me a cynic, but anyone else notice the mods have been suspiciously quiet since they put up that big expose in the re-Yordle thread? Navi. I don't think they stopped talking. Dog. Okay, what do you know I don't? Frankenstein. I believe Navi is referring to the fact that not all moderation discussion is held in public, and it's been that way for some time. Rockwell. I thought everyone knew this. They started holding secret meetings ages ago. People getting banned, stuff deleted, not even just locked, fully gone from the history. Lamb. I'm sure there's a rational explanation for this. I'll ping the mods and see what they say. Oh. So I say, I have discovered a file that appears to belong to you. 401 says, my awesome interactive historical fiction masterpiece. You found it. Oh, you must truly be a divine messenger. Thank you, dog. This is your masterpiece? Well, I've seen worse. Mr. Mulciber says, it certainly captures your worldview, but I wouldn't call it historical fiction. 401 says, hey, I base it on what I found in the archive. LOL. Navi, I don't get it. Sam, confusion equals true. I already played it, so I'm good on that. Can't read this. Mr. Mulciber's theories on Atlantis. Mr. Mulciber, a bit of very, very ancient history attachment on Atlantis.txt. Navi, wow, that's mind-blowing. Kaiju says, must have been awesome to live back then. Rockwell says, of course, the only sources are ultimately Atlantean in origin themselves, so they shouldn't necessarily be trusted. History is always written by the survivors. Frankenstein. Antediluvian is a great word. Lilith. This is actually really inspiring. Great setting for a story. Max says, go for it, Lilith. I'd love to see what you'd come up with. Let's read on Atlantis. Mr. Mulciber's theories on Atlantis. According to the fragment of knowledge that remained, the continent of Atlantis was an island which consisted before a great flood in the area that was later to be called the Atlantic Ocean. It was said to be so great an area of land that from its western shores, its sailors, renowned for their beauty and their decorated ships, could travel to the major continents of South and North America with ease. The continent of Afrique, or Afrique, probably Afrique, right? Africa, where our ancestors originated, was also easily reachable across a narrow strait. The civilization that thrived in Atlantis was unmatched in its wisdom and glory. But then catastrophe struck, a flood of never previously imagined destructive power, which Atlantean civilization simply could not overcome. However, the antediluvian scientists of Atlantis had predicted their fate, and thus sent out 12 ships to found colonies all across the globe. Most Atlanteans drowned with their island, but not everything was lost. Though the classical human civilizations were but remnants of their Atlantean culture, they thrived in their own way. Sources indicate that many mythological tales were in fact derived from Atlantean history, as the lack of proper archiving slowly caused facts to turn into legends due to misunderstanding and or embellishment by later generations. The gods that appear in many mythologies were in fact reflections of real individuals, poets, physicians, farmers, scientists, magicians, who had escaped Atlantis on the 12 colony ships. In many ways, the history of Atlantis is the history of the stubborn survival of civilization through catastrophe and change. This history inspired our ancestors for many centuries, and is of value to us as well. My lips are so dry. All right, one more thing to read is Jefferson Goldblum, episode 127. My butt hurts so bad. I'm just saying it now. Don't buy Secret Lab. It's all fallacy. As Jesse Pinkman would say, fallacies, fallacies. Mac, this is The Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum in the Ninth Dimension, episode 127. Mac says, hey folks, another episode. I can't stop writing. We are heading for a major turning point. Excuse me. Lilith. This seems to be one of the most personal episodes you've written so far. Jenny's speech is a bit sudden, but it gives the character a new level of complexity. Kaiju, oh no. Not the Salvotronic super thruster. Even the Wizard of Crime thought it was immoral to use that. What is Dr. Alien thinking? Navi, I hope they make it back. Frankenstein, heavy on plot, not much characterization. Does potentially take the series in an interesting direction. 5 out of 10. Frankenstein's so annoying. Sam, enjoyment equals true. Mr. Mulciber, I'm glad they resolved this without violence. I always believed the dinosaurians would be civilized people. Mac, just after I posted this, Uriel freed me. I don't know what to say. Lamb, your stories are an important part of this community, Mac. Uriel can't change that. I just freed the guy. And fucking tell him not to make stories. Damn. Alright, let's read the episode 127 of Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum in Human World. The ninth chord echoed across the ninth dimension. The dinosaurians stopped in their tracks. Their eyes went big. They dropped their weapons and bowed before Jenny and Jefferson. Honored guests, one of them said, you have performed our national anthem most beautifully. I am John Malcolm, leader of the Velociraptor Biking Initiative. Nice. Pleased to meet you, John. I am Jefferson Goldblum of the Goldblum Institute, and this is Professor Jenny H.D. of the Castatory Weister Strauss Jazz Ensemble. We apologize for nearly attacking you, but another member of your species came through our town recently whose behavior was highly inappropriate. I don't know who read that, if that's him or is that Jenny. That would be Dr. Alien, my nemesis, Jefferson said. I have come here to confront him with his crimes and take him to face the law. So that is his name. He was a terrible scoundrel. But you will no longer find him in our dimension, my friends. He has escaped back to the human world, taking our most precious invention with him, the Solvoltronic Super Thruster. It can be used to solve any mystery at shocking speeds. John Malcolm's eyes were full of regret. Oh no, Jenny said. With the Solvoltronic Super Thruster, I keep changing her voice. He can solve the ancient puzzle that protects the gate of the mysterious holomorphs, and with holomorphic technology, he can take over the human world. Jefferson finished his sentence. This is worse than I thought. We have to do something. We have to go back. Jefferson adjusted his guitar. You're right, Jenny, as usual. But he's so far ahead of us. Can we make it? Jefferson, I was a prisoner for many years, and sometimes I almost lost hope. But I realized that I had to keep going, had to keep hope alive. Even if it seemed impossible, I would never break out. Because the alternative was madness. I told myself I would get out because I had to get out. It's the same thing with this. Can we make it? We have to make it. So we have to believe that we will make it. That we will make it at any cost. Any cost? Even death? We could stay here, in the ninth dimension. We will be treated like democratically elected heads of state. You know it's the right thing to do. He sighed, then smiled. He held out his hand. I've always known, Jenny. Always. She nodded, took his hand. Let's do this. Bitch. To be continued. Oh my lordy, I've read a lot. The DLC has a lot of reading, which is cool in some ways. Stars here are brutal. I do have blue up in the sky though, so it makes you wonder, like, can I utilize that in other puzzles? That's not what I wanted to do, but you can't really see blue here. You can't really see blue here either. We were onto something here. This is going to take some more time. But Dome 2 of 4 are complete. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Let's go see the people we have saved. How did I get in here? Where's the front door? Right here. Amazing. Wow. So far we got 401, we got Asmodeus, we got Mac, we have Navi, Frankenstein, Sam, Kaiju, Belial, and Garrett. Wow. Well, we're getting there. We have 1 and 2 completed. 2. Only got 1 star so far in this madness. But again, I'll do Star Search streams after. And that does make me wonder, actually, if I do... I don't know, actually. I don't know when you start getting gray pieces. You got gray pieces before by doing star puzzles. But I haven't seen star puzzles yet. So that'll be fun to discover. There's a lot to do. We have 4 more puzzles in 3. Where's 4? Am I blind? And 4 more puzzles to do in 4. So we have 8 puzzles left in the DLC. Bunch of stars to find. Whatever the hell this is. And a massive shit ton of reading. But that's going to wrap up part 15 of the Talos Principle series. My blind playthrough. This was the Road to Gehenna DLC stream number 2. There's going to be plenty more. That is for sure. So tune in for more. Appreciate everybody watching, hanging out. And until next time, peace.